Hi, Fruities. What's up? My name is Jeanette, and I'm here with the Woodstock Fruit Festival. And we are going to be talking to Lara today. So, Lara attended the Woodstock Fruit Festival. Oh, she's here. That's perfect. And I think it was her first time last year. I think, and we're going to get all into how she discovered it, how she learned about this lifestyle, what it's like to go to the Woodstock Fruit Festival. And so I'm going to let Lara in a second. But before we let her in and we have a nice talk with her, I want to remind you guys that we are looking for our next venue. We are no longer in New York. What's up, Daniel? What's up? What's up, boo? So we are no longer going to be in New York. We are looking to move the festival to a beautiful location anywhere in the US or Mexico. And if you find our perfect location, we will give you a entry to the festival for free or $1,000. We'll send you $1,000 or we'll give you a free ticket. So click the link in our bio to check it out and to enter to win. All you have to do is find the venue and then you get to come for free. What's up, Tessa? And Daniel, you gotta go. And Daniel, if you come to the festival, we're gonna have you doing food demos because Daniel's food is amazing. I'm talking about Enzyme 333. Okay, let me bring in Lara finally. I think I'm saying it right. Okay, here we go. So invite. Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hi, Boo. What's up?
Is this for,
Okay.
this for real, pinch me?
It's real. And I love oh my God, I love your love and your red.
You see my flower? Well, it's my birthday today.
Happy birthday, Boo. That's why we're doing this on your birthday.
Right.
Okay, so welcome. Laura, right?
Lara.
Laura.
hmm
Okay, thank you, Laura. And so now, first of all, I just want to know a little bit more about you. So everyone, this is Laura, and tell us a little bit about yourself, where you live, and what you're passionate about.
Well, I've been thinking about the things that I wanted to talk about with you today. Um, I'm 54 today. I have been eating, and I live in Utah.
Utah.
I was born in New York, though, to a Russian German father and a Venezuelan Colombian mother. Am I looking at the camera right, or do I need to turn my
You're
camera?
perfect. You're perfect. But what part of New York?
I was born on Long Island,
Long
and I slept
Island.
Long Island,
Yes.
that Cove. I have a sister who's 13.
Wow.
I mean, who's
Oh.
13 years younger than me. I'm so
Okay.
nervous. Like,
Oh.
I'm so nervous. So,
Yes. Everyone, me, Laura, and everyone, let's take a deep breath
deep breath.
because anyway, we need to be reminded to deep breathe anyway. We
Yeah.
don't
True.
we don't breathe properly. So don't worry, we got you. Don't worry.
Okay. All right. So I grew up in a family. My parents were very hot and cold. It was
Mm.
they're passionate about each other, or it was violent,
Mm.
fighting, tons of fighting. And I, always wanted to keep my parents happy. So I was kind of like the clown. But in my house, it was like a big old fight, like smack across the face, and then let's get pizza. Or, know, food was always the I'm sorry. It was the be
Yeah.
happy kind of a thing. And
Yeah.
so that was really, really hard for me. I grew up always feeling also like something was missing. I never wanted to get married. I just was like, this is horrible. Like, is this all there is to life? There was just a lot of that going on. There was sexual abuse. My father molested me when I was a child. My mother was very violent with me and really super she had enough problems of her own. And I love my parents dearly. Please know that. I understand that my parents came from a place of dysfunction themselves.
Right.
And I know that they loved me.
Right.
My family life was very dysfunctional. And I just always knew something was missing. When I was 18, we moved to California, where my dad started a piano business. And that was really hard for me to leave New York. and my family and everyone that I loved and everything that I knew, and just come to someplace new that I didn't really feel like I fit in and stuff. And kind of a long story short, my parents were atheist,
Mm.
and God made himself known to me in California. I know that sounds kind of strange to say it that way.
Mm.
In a show, and I heard a line that I had heard many times. I love to do musical theater, and I was in a musical, and it was a train ride through life. And during one of the scenes, one of the characters' spouses has passed on, and he hears a voice tell him, "Death is not the end. You will see your wife again." And something came through to me that I couldn't describe in words as a 14-year-old girl that communicated
Wow.
that was true. And it was something otherworldly that I couldn't explain. I couldn't put into words.
Wow.
I know now that that was God making himself known to me, that he's real and that death is not the end. And so that made everything click for me. I realized, gosh, I am a daughter of God. I lived with God before I came here. He created this beautiful world for us with all of the beautiful fruit and flowers and trees and this incredible world that we live in. He created that for us so that we could learn to choose, good from bad, and we can, know the difference, and we can learn to love like he loves. And then when we're done, when we graduate, we get to go back home to him, back to love, back to our home. And so with that knowledge, it completely changed my life, the direction of my life, the path of my life. I ended up getting married. I have 4 children. And now I'm a grandmother. I have a little grandson that's going to be 1 on 28th month. So I've been so blessed. I feel like the richest woman in the world. I have the knowledge of who I am, why I'm here, where I'm going, and I have the knowledge of how to avoid the suffering and pain and misery that so many suffer from degenerative disease and just all of the ailments of things that are considered normal in this world. I am 54. My period stopped 2 years ago. I haven't had any symptoms of menopause, like no hot, nothing. Like, it's been wonderful.
And you look so young. So wait, can you tell us? No,
Yes.
I can't believe you're 54. So now, when did you go vegan? When did you transition to veganism?
Okay. So I want to just really quick before I left something. When I was 9 years old, my father had super high cholesterol and blood pressure. He woke up one day, wasn't feeling good, and ended up going to the hospital. My mom worked in the hospital as a histologist, and she told him to come in and get checked. They rushed him in, and I guess his blood pressure was through the roof. They pumped him with stuff, and he said that he slipped out of his head, slipped up above his body, and saw his body.
Oh, wow.
Experience. Left his body, traveled space, saw his whole life, was able to travel to different places. Everywhere he looked, he would go, and then he was back in his body, grabbed his doctor's arm, and he said, "I have to tell you what just happened." And the doctor was like, "I don't want to," walked out. So this experience made my mother search for alternative methods of health. This was a wake-up call. So she read a book called The Mucusless Diet, that book, right?
Yes.
And she my family's diet. So I'm 9 years old. My mom had us go macrobiotic. I don't know if anybody's heard of macrobiotic, probably, but we went macrobiotic, and it was so gross. It was like brown rice, like tempeh, seitan, like the grossest stuff, like very little fruit, mostly like grains and seed, and like just, it was really, really gross. And as a little girl, it was just horrible for me. But my father, he lost tons of weight. His blood pressure went down. He looked amazing. He got super, super healthy. Well, they were divorced, and then he died 4 years later after the divorce. So, I mean, like, but I saw and I learned that by him changing his diet, he got better. So, so fast forward, I'm pregnant with my first son, my first child. And when I got married, I started having UTIs constantly, and I had ovarian cysts. I had acne really bad as a teenager, and as I was into my marriage, tons of acne. I always struggled with being like 25 pounds overweight, like always. Oh, I didn't get to talk to you about my eating disorder. When I was 16, I met a girlfriend who was really skinny, and she ate all the crap in the world. Like, she ate garbage, and I was like, how do you eat all that crap, and how are you skinny? And she's like, well, I just throw it up.
Oh.
18 years old, she put that into my mind of like, oh, you can just throw it up. So I'm in that as well. So we're talking, there's so many things I want to talk about. I'm super scatterbrained.
No, thank you so much, because I bet you so many people can relate to this. So, you were talking about your macrobiotic.
Yes, macrobiotic.
Yes.
That's my first son, and I had a UTI that would not go away.
Mm.
Like, it was horrible. I couldn't go to work. I taught piano lessons at the time. I couldn't get off of the toilet because the UTI was just,
wow.
And a girlfriend, Joylene, she had come home from serving a mission, and she had lost like 50 pounds on her mission. And she said that she had read a book called Fit for Life. And
I
I
love this book.
I just thought, I need to get that book. Like, I need to read this book. So I did. I went and got the book. I read the book, and I changed my diet. I threw all the dairy stuff out of the house, everything, the meat, gone. And in 1 week, I lost 10 pounds, and the UTI went away, and I've never had one since. And that was just going vegan.
Wow.
So, okay. So from there,
wow,
we were pretty good being vegan for about 4 years. And then we started kind of like cheating, right? A little bit here, a little something here, a little there. And the next thing you know, before long, we're not vegan anymore. Really, we weren't vegan. So in 2008, I started having symptoms of near syncope, which is like wanting to pass out. So my body was having all of these symptoms, and I had all kinds of other things going on as well. And I was desperate. I thought I was dying. It was so scary. I was in the hospital on the cardiac floor for
like you were feeling lightheaded and yeah. Okay.
Heart would rush. I was having all kinds of stuff going on, and I felt like I was going to die. And found out that I had lichen sclerosis, which is an autoimmune disease that affects the skin. And it was just so scary. So scary. My youngest child was 4, my oldest was 14, and it was so scary to think that I could die. My doctor said to me, there's no cure for lichen sclerosis. We're really sorry, and it's probably going to cancer. Here's a steroid cream, and good luck. So that was a huge wake-up call, because I refused to let that be my death sentence. And I thought to myself, I had this thought, if I didn't have this before, I cannot have it again. I mean, but I was like, if I didn't have this before, there's got to be a way to go back to not having it again, right? So
what an amazing mindset. I just hope everybody heard you, because that's it. Like, it's all a mind game. We're playing with ourselves. If you had just accepted life, you would probably be suffering from it still today. If you had accepted it,
I'd be dead for sure.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So you left the hospital.
Yes. So I spent 3 months going to every snake oil salesman there is.
Yeah.
Right. So now I was like, okay, somebody's got to know. So I spent thousands of dollars going to, all the different stuff. Everything. I spent so much money on herbs and supplements and creams and lotions and all of this stuff. And one day, my neurologist who was working with an acupuncturist who was having me do homeopathic stuff, told me to go look for this stuff called a Luthero. And so I went to every health food store, couldn't find it. And I was like the ideal patient. Like, tell me, and I will do it. Where do I go? Where do I find it? I will go do it. And so I walk into this store looking for a Luthero. I thought it was a health food store. I walk in and this lady's like, hi, can I help you? And I'm like, yeah, I'm looking for a Luthero. And she's like, we don't sell any supplements or anything here. She's like, but what's wrong with you? What's going on? And I told her. And she looked at me. Her name was Catherine Scott. She looks at me and she says, 15 years ago, I had stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma, and I healed myself with food. And
This was a health food store?
This was a health food store.
Without supplements, yeah, okay.
Well, it wasn't a health food store. It was like I think it was a raw food place where they taught classes and stuff. I feel this energy go through to me, like when I was on the stage that one day and God was making himself known to me. I felt that go through and be like, this is it. And I also thought, food, it's the food. My gosh, like my mother did this, right? She changed our diet. Like, it's the food. Dang it, it's the food, you know? You want something that's easier. You know, if my doctors would have said, you have this, here's a pill, I probably would have just like taken the pill and just been like, all right, my doctors know what they're talking about. But because I got what I got that has no sugar, it forced me to like, okay, like, I mean, I had a choice. I had a choice to be like, all right, I'm sick, I'm gonna die. Or, nope, I'm gonna find the answer. And here it was. 15 years ago, I had stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma, and I healed myself with food. And she gave Paul Neeson's book.
Oh, wait a minute. This was New York, right?
No, oh, sorry. I'm in Utah now. So I got married in California and moved to Utah. So now it's 2008. Yes. And Catherine gives me this book, The Raw Life by Paul Neeson.
Yes.
I read it in like 3 days, and I was like, this is it. Like this is it. This is what's going to do it. And so I went to my husband and said, honey, I want to do this. And I said, but first I want to know what God says about this. I mean, I was like serious. I'm like, what does God say about this? Like, is this cool with him?
Mm-hmm.
And Genesis, the first chapter in all of scriptures, right? The first chapter, God tells us he created the world. He created everything on it, all of the food, all of the plants. He creates the animals. He creates us. And then he tells us what to eat. Like in the next verse, clear as day. And I have it on my wall. I have this, I don't know if you can see it.
Can you read it to us?
Yes, it says, and God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat. Like fruits and greens. Right there.
Right there.
And, you know, I'm going to do it. And I'm also a Latter-day Saint. And so we have, where's my phone? Oh, my phone's right here. Look at it now because I'm on my phone. I can't look at what I was going to show you. But we have a book of scripture called the Doctrine of Covenants. And in there is something called the Word of Wisdom. And the Word of Wisdom was given to the weak and the weakest of all the saints. Okay? So imagine the weak and the weakest. And in there, he tells us coffee, tea, alcohol, strong drink is not for the body. And he tells us that fruits and vegetables from the earth, that these things are supposed to be for our nature and constitution. And when you read the definitions of those two words, our nature is, you know, what our body, the functions of our body. Our constitution is what we're made of. So what we're made of and for our bodies to work is supposed to be made out of plant food, fruits and greens. And then he goes on to say that, yes, we can have we can eat animals, but only in times of famine.
Mm.
God says it's okay, but
Mm.
only in times of famine. And I don't think we're in a famine,
Mm.
right?
Let me just tell you, Lara, that Infinite Oneness has Genesis 129 tattooed on their hand. Woo!
I'm
You in the
telling
right.
you, it's
This is
in,
our people
yeah,
watching. Oh,
in my heart.
whew.
Then the scripture goes on to say, and it is pleasing unto me that they should not be used. So God
Mm.
prefers for us not to kill or hurt or harm his animals. So that for me,
Wow.
that was it. I was like, done. Genesis, for them, this is it. This is the way. It took me 3 years, and I didn't even do raw perfectly at the time. I'll talk about that maybe at another time, but kind of like all the levels of raw that I've been through. But when I started out, I went fully raw. I bought every single book you could buy on raw food. And at the time, so this is 2008, 2009, there were a ton of like cuisine, raw food cuisine books out there. I spent thousands of dollars on all the books. I became an expert. I learned how to make all the cakes, the pies, the pizzas, the crackers, all the imitation cooked food, raw version. And I ate totally raw for 10 months. And a lot of my symptoms go away, but not the lichen sclerosis. It wasn't touched. It wasn't touched by it.
Wow.
But I knew it was going to take some time. But I started noticing that I wasn't feeling that good. I would make these things and I'd be like, I just don't feel that good. I needed to eat simpler. I started a support group here in Utah for raw foodie people. I met other raw foods. I made some of my best friends I met on Facebook in a raw food support group that I created here. And we would meet once a week in my house. And this guy shows up one day and he's like, you guys do like 80-10-10, right? And I'm like, what's 80-10-10? I hadn't heard about 80-10. And of course, the next day, like I'm buying the book, read the whole book. And I was like, I'm doing it wrong. Like I'm eating much nuts, way too much fat. I was doing olive oil and coconut oil and all that stuff, thinking that this was good for me.
Right.
But my body was telling me that it wasn't, like I knew that it wasn't. Anyway, so I did 80-10-10. Within literally 10 months after reading 80-10-10 and adjusting my diet to being full, low 80-10-10, low fat, whatever, 10 months, the lichen sclerosis like faded away like a magic wand, just within 10 months once I went low fat. And it took 3.5 years from when I learned about raw food to being completely healed. And that was in 2012. And what is it now? Lichen sclerosis, totally gone. And I went onto all the support groups for lichen sclerosis, and I'm like, you guys, this is what happened. I totally good. There's hope. There's faith. You can heal. And they kicked me out. They said,
whoa,
you cannot come on here. You cannot say that you healed. You are only in remission. You cannot say that because there is no cure for lichen sclerosis. And it blew my mind. I was like, hello, I healed it. It's gone. And here I am. And it's gone.
Wow.
And so anyway, so that was 3.5 years of doing the raw, getting onto the low fat version. But I struggled. I struggled with the emotional. I struggled with the eating disorder. I still struggled. Whenever there would be some or whatever come up in my life, I would always turn to the food and go back to, I would have a binge. And then I'd go up, off and on and off and on and off and on. And it has been a struggle for years because giving up the cooked food drug is harder than anything.
Oh, yeah.
Anything. Changing your diet is harder than changing your religion. Anything. It's harder than anything. In my experience, it's been
Absolutely.
For me. And
wow.
Addicted to cooked food because try to get them off of cooked food. It's so hard, even for us who know better,
Yep.
So I did 4. So let's see. In 1994, I went vegan. In 2008, end of 2008, I went raw. And then I have been mostly like raw till 4 until Christmas of 2021, Christmas Day.
Wow.
I had a horrible binge on Christmas Eve, the night,
Mm.
December 24th, 2021. And I woke up on Christmas Day feeling like shiz. Horrible. And I remember just getting on my knees and being like, God, today's your day. And I want to give you the thing that I know I need to give you the most. I want to give you my addiction. I want to give you my addiction to cooked food, to binging and purging. I need to give it to you. This was my Christmas gift to him.
Wow.
And I made that covenant with God that I would not hurt myself anymore.
Mm.
And that's all the difference. In 14 years of trying to be fully raw, what made the difference for me was covenanting with God, promising him that I would give him my addiction.
Wow.
And I was able to be raw for, it's been, let's see, on the 25th of December, Christmas Day was a year. So it's been like so amazing. And
Wow.
I'm so,
You are amazing. You are amazing. And that was so, so inspiring. And I know that people are going to comment when they watch on YouTube, and you're going to see the lives you have touched from just sharing your journey, and you made it bigger than you. And that's why it is working now, because it's bigger than you. It's not about us. Oh, I love
yeah.
this. Wow. Lara, you are so amazing. Thank you for sharing that.
Well, it's all really, it's all been God. He's shown me the way. He's the one that's led me to this. This is not easy. It's not easy. And it's hard in this world where we live, where we feel like, we're a weirdo now. You're a weirdo.
Yep.
You're only going to have fruits. You're just going to have a bowl of berries. That's it. Well, what are you eating? Like, this is horrible. The proof is the pudding, right?
The banana pudding. Oh, wow. Okay, so now let me ask you, while I have you, I want to know about Woodstock. So, well, how did you hear about the Woodstock Fruit Festival, and when was the first time that you attended?
So once I learned about raw food, I got into the raw food world. Oh my gosh, Mike Arnstein, the fruitarian, he was my inspiration. Like, he was doing the YouTube videos. Have you seen his videos? If you haven't, go check out the fruitarian's videos, all of them.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
He was inspiring to me. And so I was watching the fruit festivals from the beginning, because when was the first one? What year was that? 2010?
2010, I believe, yes.
I wanted to go, but I couldn't. I had kids. I couldn't afford it, at the time. So I watched it. I watched all the videos. I've been watching everybody, Ted Carr, like everybody online, anybody that was anybody. I read all their books. I was watching all their videos. I was like, probably some people out there that are watching this, that you're just watchers, right? We're like, we stalk everybody. Like, we know what's going on.
Well, you're a truth seeker, and most people watching this are truth seekers, and so you want to find out, like, what is going on here. There's all this information that I never knew about. They don't teach us this stuff in school, and even nutrition class, you don't find out about the truth. So I can relate to you, of course. Yeah.
I didn't. So I watched all of them. I would watch the recaps. There were so many people. Oh my gosh, so many YouTubers that I can't even think of all their names right now. But from the beginning, there was one that I loved so much, and then she went off. So many people that were raw fruitarians, whatever, and then they're no longer vegan.
I used to watch. Do you know this girl? I was thinking about her the other day. 40 Below Fruity or something like this. Who is this, and where did she go?
I don't know. It's hard. This is a hard path. It is not. It is not for the weak. It is not for the faint of heart. That's why I have. When I think of, like, in the Doctrine and Covenants, when it talks about that this diet is for the weakest of the weak, and I think of the strongest of the strong. Who are the strongest of the strong? What is the diet for the strongest of the strong? and it's Genesis 1:29. God put Adam and Eve in a garden, not a kitchen.
Mm.
Right?
Mm. Lara, since you are so well versed, Inner Q Flow wants to know, can you recommend any books for fruitarians?
Um, health101.org. Right now,
Mm.
I'm really, really, Don Bennett at Woodstock was incredible. Like, I've read
Yeah.
books, I love him, everything that he's about, all that he represents. I love how he's giving all this information away on his website for free. Like,
Yeah.
health101.org, go check it out, read everything on there. Get his book, read the book. Go to Woodstock, you guys. Go to Woodstock. The lectures, the people, the community. That's what you need. That's the other thing that we need. We need community.
Oh,
We
yeah.
need each other because we're alone in this world. You know,
But yet we're
we're not.
not. When we go to Woodstock, we're like, oh, wait, there's other weirdos all over the world. Yeah. So Lara, okay, so when did you attend Woodstock for the first time?
Last year, I finally
Wow.
could. Yeah, my baby turned 18, and she took off to do summer sales, and I'm like, I'm going. I'm free. No, I'm going. So I went and I loved it. It was wonderful. Except Mike Arnstein wasn't there.
I know.
Hi.
It was the first year he was not there.
So it was really fun that he wasn't there. But anyway,
Okay, so
yeah,
tell me, so you love Don Bennett.
love
What were some of the other highlights of the festival for you that you can remember?
you.
Oh,
You're amazing. You're
thank you, Lara.
so, there's all kinds of people, right? There's all kinds of people, and everybody that's out there, an influencer, literally, they're awesome. But everybody has kind of their own take, you know? Everybody's got their own style, which is cool, which is
Yes.
one how it,
Yes.
you know. I definitely I like glam. I like makeup. I'm
Yeah.
wearing makeup. I do like glam. I also like to include God. I mean, I just feel like it's so important for us to include. And when you bite into a persimmon, when you look at a
Mm.
pomegranate, a watermelon with the seeds, the kiwi, the strawberries, when you look at the fruit and you taste it, it is a religious experience. It's glorious. It's
Yeah.
wonderful. And to think God made this, like God was the chef of that,
Yes.
like he made that. That is awesome to me. It is so awesome. And I feel like that's why we feel such a connectedness with the earth and the world and with each other. We feel so much love. We're filled with all this stuff because we're nurturing our body with the foods that God designed for us, But humans have perverted absolutely everything that God has made and done. Really. We're polluting our world. We're polluting everything. The food, we've corrupted it all. I mean, it's just, you and we're sick and we're dying and suffering from it. So many people, my friends,
Definitely.
my age, they're all like, everyone's tired. They don't feel good. No one wants to,
They're
you know,
suffering.
"Oh,
Yeah.
yes, let's go party. Let's go do stuff. And it's like, people are tired. They're
Same
tired.
people my age too. In their late 30s, all my friends have health issues now. And I'm just like, it's the food. And you know what, Lara, you are so right and you're so inspiring. I think you need to speak at the next Woodstock
Please.
because you have a story to tell. You are amazing and you are going to inspire so many people. So absolutely. And Barbie, my friend Raw Vegan Barbie says, God put us in a garden, not a kitchen. Love that.
Yep.
Love that.
It is
Did you meet Barbie at Woodstock?
probably, I'm bad with
Probably.
names. Hey, one thing I wanted to
Yes.
say too,
Boo.
I want to tell you the things that I've learned
Yes.
in the year of Holy Raw. Okay.
Yes, please.
If your poop smells, you're not healthy. Not healthy. When your poop comes out like, oh, did I poop? Oh, then you're doing it right. If you know,
Thanks.
you ain't healthy. You should have
Thanks.
OBO. Okay. Your skin should feel softer than a silk petal, like so soft, your entire body. Your eyes should be clear. Your breath should be delicious and sweet. You should not have nasty breath ever, ever. Isn't that amazing? Your hair and your nails should be growing like half an inch every 2 weeks. I'm telling you, these are the changes that happened in my body. I lost 25 pounds. It wasn't so much about the weight for me. I just wanted to feel good. Like, and sclerosis is gone. You should wake up every day feeling great with energy. You should be able to go for as long as you want. Like, all of these things change when you eat the way you're supposed to. Your body functions like perfect, exactly like it's supposed to. Never get sick. I never got COVID. COVID what? Never. Nothing. I mean, was it an accident? No, because, in the Doctrine and Covenants, there's a promise at the end that says, those who obey God and eat the way he told us to eat will receive health in their navel, marrow in their bones, will walk and not be weary, and run and not faint. And the destroying angel will pass them by. Promises of health. I believe health is our birthright. We were meant to be healthy. And everybody in the world thinks, oh no, eventually I'm going to get heart disease. Eventually I'm going to get cancer. I'm going to die like my dad. I'm going to die. No, I believe that we can be totally healthy our whole life and just die naturally.
I love that you said that. Health is our birthright. And I believe that as well. But we have to do the right things. We have to do the things that you just spoke about that are talked about in the Bible.
Totally.
Follow the law of nature.
Totally.
And
wait, I was going to say one more thing.
Yes, please.
In Genesis something, I can't remember what it is, God says, man's years shall be 120. Yep. To 120. So like
we gonna be there. Yep. Yeah. I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see it.
And then the last thing I was going to say that I discovered in this past year is how, humans are the only ones that don't know what their food is. We have to have how many on diet are there?
Right.
50,000 books out there on diet and what's healthy. We've forgotten our own natural sense of telling us what food is. Food is beautiful to the eyes. You look and you see what looks like food. It's beautiful. There you go. Color, beautiful. 2, smells good. It smells delicious. 3, you put it in your mouth and it's delicious, right? Basic. It's so simple, right? 4, can easily acquire it. You can just pick it, grab it, pull it, peel it, bite it, easy, right? And then 4, you can eat it as is. You don't have to do a thing to it. You don't have to add anything to it. You don't have to cook it, nothing. And cooking, look at all the stuff that's come out about how bad cooking is. Now gas stoves are toxic. Like, what you cook with is toxic. Heating it, it's toxic stuff. Like, it's the airs that come out, the chemicals that come out and stuff, the smoke, toxic. Cooked food is killing us. It's totally killing us. And
I agree. Lara, can we talk about this for a second? Because this is such a touchy subject. I try to convey this in the best way possible because I don't want to offend anyone, because everyone is just like, if you say cooked food is toxic, then people get very upset.
But it's true. I want to eat cooked food. I'm not going to lie. I love cooked food. I grew up on it. It's delicious. It's amazing. I wish cooked food was healthy, but it does not compare with eating food uncooked. It just doesn't. I've tried for 14, almost 15 years. I have been trying to do it.
And healthy cooked food, right? Like you were doing tofu and
Dr. Greger, Forks Over Knives, nutritionfacts.org, all of that. If you're going to eat cooked food, that's the healthiest way to go. Follow Dr. Greger on nutritionfacts.org. Do Forks Over Knives. Do that, because that's the healthiest cooked food diet. But still, when I was doing raw till 4, I did not feel as good as when I got rid of that dinner meal and made it raw. The difference is dramatic.
So can you tell us now, what is a day in the life like of what you eat?
Fruit, baby.
Fruit,
I wake up,
baby.
every season's different. It's whatever's in season, whatever's ripe, whatever's sweet, whatever's amazing. I love coconut water in the morning. I do that, and then I'll work out, do my things. And then I love juices. I know Don Bennett's not a huge fan of juicing, but I
I didn't
do.
know that. Why?
Well, he's a purist, eating it as is better. Food has fiber. It's not natural. You don't juice in nature. But
Mm.
I do like it.
Me too. I love a green
It
juice. I love fresh
is.
juice.
So I
Yeah.
have it all the time. Usually it's a mono meal, half a watermelon, a honeydew, my favorite. Grapefruits are my favorite citrus. I will have like a
Mm.
whole honkin' bowl of,
Honkin'.
big old honkin' bowl of citrus, grapes, whatever's yummy and delicious. Like you show on all your videos, whatever's good. If it's got to be good, man. It's got to taste good. When you're a
Yes.
fruit snob, man, that fruit's got to be good. It's got to be sweet. It's got to be juicy. It's got to be bomb. So
Yeah, that's the other thing, Lara, and I'm so glad you said that because people are like, "Oh, that's so boring." Well, because you don't know how to pick out your fruit, so it doesn't taste
yeah,
good. You know?
totally.
So can you give us a tip on like picking out like okay, so grapefruits, you love grapefruits. Can you give us a tip on how to pick out the best grapefruits?
It's got to be timing. It's got to kind of smell sweet when you walk up to it.
Mm.
You got to be, and it's the season. If it's on sale, it's probably good,
Mm. Oh, that's such a good tip.
right?
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
Yeah, if it's on sale, it's probably good.
So let me ask you a
Yes.
few final questions about Woodstock. So now I want to know what was your first impression, Lara, as soon as you got to Woodstock Fruit Festival?
Um. Wow, man, my people. People. I mean, all my friends. My friends are like, oh, all the fruity people. They're all hippies. They're all super granola and all that
No,
stuff. And I'm like, yeah. I mean, not all of them. And I was surprised.
we're not.
We're not
Yeah.
totally not. But I'm okay with it. It's all right. Be who you are. Be what you want to be. No, that was my first impression was like, yes, can I live with all these people? Can we just all live in a please? Can we
Mm.
create? I would move. I would go there. Yeah.
One day. Oh.
When is it going to be? I need to know.
Okay, so if they watched until now, I guess they can they earned if people are still here, they earned a little bit. Okay. So guys, we don't know yet. We're hoping to find a venue very, very, very soon. And if we do, it will most likely hopefully be we're gonna say August maybe. Okay. Same time, because we always have it every August. So we'll see, but it depends on the venue. So if somebody would like to find us a venue, and I saw you sent us a bunch of options. Thank you so much. I've been researching them, looking into each one you sent me. So thank you very much, Lara. And so if you want to click the link in our bio, everyone that's watching, or I'll leave the link below on YouTube, check us out, see what we're looking for, and see if you can find a venue. You get a free ticket to Woodstock. And if you can't attend, we'll send you $1,000. So check out that contest. Yeah. It's a great contest. Okay, so now my next question is, did you do anything outside of your comfort zone at Woodstock Fruit Festival? Like, did you do anything scary or like new? Like, did you do the high ropes course or did you
I didn't. I just liked talking to people. I just wanted to connect.
yes.
I just and I
Did
need
you
friends.
make any friends that you still talk to today?
Yes. Star Love
Star.
Beacon. I love her so much. She's my little soul sister.
She's a beautiful soul.
Yes, she
Beautiful
is.
soul.
I went with Manda. We drove up from Virginia, from her house. That was cool. No, I loved it. It was wonderful. The fruit was amazing. The lectures were awesome. Dr. Belly, like, I just
Did you try any fruits for the first time?
No, everything I
Okay.
had had. Yeah.
Yeah, because you know, you've been in the
Oh
game.
no,
You've been in the game.
durian, durian.
Oh, the D. Okay.
And I I had a piece that I liked and then a couple of other pieces that I didn't like. So I need to go to the Philippines or Thailand. I want to have it right off the tree, you know?
So the Musan King night, it was good, or those were some pieces that
It was
mm,
okay. I mean,
mm.
it was okay. I want to like it. I really do. And I think that I might eventually
Did
off of it,
you
off
did
right.
you meet Peaceful Steve? His name is Steve. He has a goatee, long goatee.
Mm,
We call him Peaceful Steve because that's what his name was. Okay, so he goes to Woodstock every year and he had to try it 27 times until he finally had a good one, and then now he's hooked 27 times. So I don't know. Durian's a very special fruit, so it's not like, you know, grapefruits or raspberries or like apples, bananas. It's very, so keep trying it, Lara.
yeah, I know
Keep
I'm
trying
gonna.
it.
Oh, a star just wrote in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
started a testimony meeting because I wanted to know everyone's story at Woodstock. I wanted I wanted everybody that was there to tell me their story. That's just me. I want to know everyone. I want to know you. And so we were like, okay, let's do a testimony thing. So we were holding them like in between lectures and stuff. And there were people who came and they told their stories and it was so wonderful. I love that. So I hope that we'll do that
Yeah,
again
when was
next.
this? So you
It's just we just did it like in between lectures. We just got together in the stage room, the auditorium, and and people would just get up and tell their story. And it
wait,
was
we have to do this officially. That's a genius
yes,
idea. Oh my God, so
please.
just people come
Yeah.
on stage and tell their story.
You just have a fruity testimony meetup. Like
We're doing it.
everyone comes.
We're doing it.
Yes.
And you will host it.
Hey,
Yes.
hey,
Oh
look at
my gosh.
and just be like, this is what happened to me. This is why I'm here. And that's I want to tell everybody out there, it's super surreal to be on here. Jeanette, thank you so much for asking me to be on here. Like, it's super surreal because I'm a watcher. I like to watch others. So it's really weird to be doing this right now. But
But you were amazing.
and and I just want to tell everyone, if you're sad, eat fruit. If you're hungry, eat fruit.
Mm.
If fruit. If everyone around you is eating something else, eat fruit. Go to the fruit. Choose fruit. If you're depressed, choose fruit. If you're celebrating, choose fruit. Like, make that be the thought in your mind. Fruit. I'm a fruitarian. I'm a fruitarian. This is what I am. I am Eve in the Garden of Eden. I eat fruit. That's what I eat. And it makes you feel so, so, so good. If you're sick out there, if you're struggling, if you're depressed, if you're frustrated that you keep falling off the wagon, please be kind to yourself and just pick yourself up and go eat fruit. Fill your counters, your cupboards, your kitchen, your fridge with fruit. Go to the store, go buy it all and eat it and eat it and eat it. Eat mono meals. Don't make it hard. Don't make it
Mm.
complicated. Don't you don't need the recipes. Just listen to your instinct. What do you want? Go eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Just eat the fruit. I know we're so conditioned to eat so much garbage for holidays, celebrations,
Yeah.
for everything. Just ignore it. Just choose the fruit. I promise you, it will love you. It will love you back. The other stuff doesn't. You eat it and you feel like shit. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to swear, but you eat it, feel awful. It makes you sick. It makes you get colds and flus and stuffy nose and headaches and PMS and makes you tired. It makes you all of these things. Please, please, if you're listening to me, please choose the fruit. That's our food. That's our divinely created food.
Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. And it's, you know, what's funny? The cure is right in front of our face, but we don't see it. Like you had that epiphany. It's the
Yeah.
food. And you know what? When you said that, I had goosebumps when you told that story. Lara, well, how can we find you? Do you have a YouTube?
I'm thinking about
You
it.
have to. You have to. No, stop thinking. You have to do a YouTube.
Well, okay. I I'm an LDS recording artist. So I have singing. I sing, I perform. And so I have an album. So my YouTube channel right now is just videos of my music.
What is it? We want to follow
It's
you.
just Lara Johnson, Lara Johnson. But I'm the LDS Fruitarian, so I'm thinking about, I do have an Instagram, so follow me on Instagram, please. And I'm thinking about it. I have so many ideas, and there's so much stuff I wanted to tell you. Look at my board. I wrote all this stuff, and I didn't even talk about it. So I have so much stuff I want to tell and explain in more depth.
Let's do another interview. Let's do another interview on my page. And honestly, I need you to start a YouTube because you are going to inspire millions of people. And you're such a good storyteller. The way you told your story, it was just amazing. And I'm so happy you went into it because a lot of people, they don't want to share, but like sharing is how we heal each other and help each other.
Yeah.
And I know it's not easy to like revisit, you know, the painful things in the past, but like it's so important. Yeah. And I really appreciate you for coming on.
You, Jeanette, you're amazing.
You're amazing.
People's lives.
You're amazing.
You. Stop it.
You. Stop it.
Love. Jeanette, tell me you love her. We love you. You do. All your, no, listen.
My boo.
All that you do, all that you get, all the time that you put into it, how you make everything so special. What you're doing with Woodstock, what you did with Woodstock, you are amazing.
Thank you, my boo.
Oh.
You have a beautiful, beautiful energy about you, and I cannot wait. I can't wait for Woodstock 2023 because you have to speak, and you have to do your testimonial. We have to put on the schedule. That is going to be so powerful. Wow. Because you know, most people that come to Woodstock Fruit Festival are not raw, and most people are not even vegan. So like to hear the testimonials of people like me and you who have completely changed their entire life because of what they're not eating, because of what they're not eating, okay, and what they started eating. It's like, whoa, this is so powerful to know that we don't need to find these, you know, you were looking for the drug, like the cure, but the cure was right in front of us and people don't know it. And so that's why we are here. That's why we're here.
So we need to listen to that instinct inside of us. You know, you take a little child, take them to the petting zoo, go have them pet all the animals. Yes. Give them a nectar and say, sweetie, I want you to go to them and I want you to throat because we're going to have him for lunch. What would that 3-year-old baby do? That 3-year-old baby
start crying.
Cry and go, Mommy, no, Mommy. I don't want to kill I don't want to kill my friend. This is that we have forgotten. We've forgotten.
Yep.
We're so disconnected.
Yep.
From what is our food? No other creature in the world on this planet questions what their food is. They just know. And animals are not our food. They're our friends. They're our.
You know what, Lara, you know what I've been saying recently? We're so smart that we have no common sense. We have developed so much and we become so smart, we've forgotten our common sense. What you just said.
Yeah.
Yep. Guys, yep.
Then, you know, I mean, I know not everyone believes in God and that's okay. But I mean, for me, I just think God said it right there in the first chapter. What to eat. There it is. I mean, yeah.
Thank you so much, Lara. So guys, if you want to meet Lara or me or come to Woodstock Fruit Festival, listen, you can come for free. Okay, all you have to do, because people are asking how much does it cost to attend. Well, you can go to woodstockfruitfestival.com to find out more details, but you can come for free if you help us find the perfect venue. So we're looking throughout the United States and Mexico for the perfect venue to host Woodstock 2023. And you can meet us. You can come to the testimonials lecture. You can work out with me. Okay, and Lara, you're going to do the watermelon workouts with me this year, right?
I teach a fitness class. I teach voice,
okay.
piano. I love all those things. I love it. Woodstock is bomb. You got to go.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yes. So you have to teach a singing class too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's do it. Let's do it, please. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we are going to say goodbye, but we love you for watching. Thank you so much for being open to this kind of information if you've never heard it before. And I'll leave the links below for Lara. Check her out. She's amazing. And come to Woodstock and meet us. All right. Thank you very much, my boo. You're amazing. You're beautiful. You're so inspiring. And I can't wait to watch this because really, this was amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks everybody. And those that are sitting there watching us right now, go eat fruit. Fruit.
Yes. Yes. Focus on the fruit. Love you,
Yep.
boo.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye.